Here in the heartland of southwestern British Columbia lies the Fraser Valley, where the southern Pacific ranges of the Coast Mountains meet the Fraser lowlands. It's a valley rich in both social and natural history. And it's here you'll find the Fraser Valley District Provincial Parks, some of the best recreation and wilderness environments in the province. These days, competition for undeveloped land makes us painfully aware of just how precious our parklands are. We've come to depend on them as places we can escape to for a couple of hours, even days. And for each of us who come here, the experience has a personal meaning. It's a way to collect our thoughts, explore our environment, or seek out new challenges. In the past, land was everywhere. It was an age of discovery, a time when all things seemed possible, when the land went on forever. The potential of this fertile valley didn't escape the attention of the pioneers who came here. But what they couldn't predict was that the valley would produce a supply of wood and food that would far surpass their own needs. Nor could they imagine a day when land would be in limited supply, and that in the future they would face a new kind of challenge. As towns grew and prospered, the distance between them closed. Soon, parks and agricultural lands became precious and were carefully watched by those with vision who knew that once developed, they'd be changed forever. The Fraser Valley moved into a new age and a new set of priorities. You'd think it would be hard for all these different interests to coexist in one region. It's nothing new. We've been managing it for a long time. British Columbia's Ministry of Parks recognized the need to protect the parklands from overuse, to strike a balance between conservation and recreation, to create a special place for people to come and explore. They also wanted parks to represent the diverse natural environments found in BC to ensure the conservation of ecological values. For those who come to the Fraser Valley just for the fun of it, there's no better place than Cultus Lake Provincial Park. Everyone feels welcomed here. In the summer, volunteer hosts greet newcomers, orienting them to activities and facilities in the park. And for the kids, there's Jerry's Rangers. This program encourages them to explore and learn about conservation and how the provincial parks relate to the environment. But the visitor programs aren't just for the kids. There are interpretive trails where grown-ups can learn about the environment too. If you're lucky, you might come across a rare phantom orchid or catch a glimpse of the giant Pacific salamander before it slithers away under a log. If you love quiet times and personal reflection, come back to Cultus Lake in the fall and in the spring. In the Fraser Valley District Provincial Parks, you can experience all kinds of wonderful things. From the Chilliwack River's popular steelhead and coho runs, to the undiscovered beauty of Chilliwack Lake Provincial Park, to the tranquil setting of Silver Lake. Few walks are as refreshing as the evergreen canopy trail leading to the fine, cool mist of Bridal Veil Falls. As the cool night air blankets the valley, campers at Sasquatch Provincial Park gather to hear a tale about the legendary hairy giant who lives in the caves of Mystery Valley. And set amongst this mysterious mountain scenery are some excellent opportunities for rainbow trout fishing. Kilby Provincial Park is a special place to visit in winter. It's a birdwatcher's dream. A short walk leads to Harrison River, where bald eagles and trumpeter swans make their winter home. Each park reflects a piece of Fraser Valley history, and some of the best reflections are found in the Coquihalla Canyon Recreation Area and Emery Creek Provincial Park. Coquihalla is famous for the abandoned Kettle Valley Railway. Early in this century, the CPR decided to build a line connecting Nelson to the main line across the Fraser River from Hope. But the Coquihalla Gorge was so steep, engineers had to blast 5 tunnels through sheer granite. Unfortunately, in 1959, the line was washed out, and it was officially shut down in 1961. The tunnels have become a wonderful part of BC heritage and are now protected by the park. Back in the 1850s, during the gold rush, Emery Creek was a flourishing town. But when the CPR chose Yale for its major center instead of Emery, the small town died. Today, at Emery Creek Provincial Park, there's only the deep forest and a few ghosts to keep the campers company. Skagit Valley Recreation Area is rich in wildlife and plants. And here you'll find unusual occurrences of ponderosa pine. This pine normally grows in BC's dry interior. Their presence here in the moist coastal climate of Skagit Valley is a mystery. BC Parks provides ecological reserves to protect special habitats like this. The reserves are permanent sanctuaries, something like an outdoor laboratory for researchers. Over 200 kinds of birds have been sighted in the Skagit Valley. This area is a paradise for those who love the great outdoors. The valley has one of the top-ranked fly fishing streams in Western Canada. Manning Provincial Park is a celebration of all things people love in a natural environment. When the park was established in 1941, it was named for E.C. Manning, the chief forester of British Columbia from 1935 to 1940. For some people, Manning is a holiday destination. For others, it's a backcountry getaway. And many begin their visit at Manning's Information Center. Here you can learn about the natural and social history that shaped this beautiful park and the recreation features in it. Some visits to Manning begin in the old-growth forest at Sumalo Grove, a short walk from the Deus area. A self-guiding nature trail takes you through the forest, highlighting points of interest. Others drive up the Blackwall Road, leading to the fragile subalpine and alpine environments of the Three Brothers. Nearby, you might see a hoary marmot in its natural habitat. Strike to the heart of Manning Park at the Lightning Lakes. The beauty of Manning Park is truly everlasting, and the backcountry trails of this gentle mountain terrain lead hikers to spectacular vistas of the majestic peaks of the Cascade Range. Close by in the Cascade Recreation Area are the historic trails built by the Royal Engineers during the early days of the Hudson's Bay Company. These rugged trails provided a real challenge for early settlers as they struggled their way inland from the coast. In Manning, outdoor recreation is a year-round activity. Manning Provincial Park. Beautiful, inspiring, and above all, great fun. It's what provincial parks are all about. At BC Parks, we're proud of our work so far, and we plan to keep on managing that delicate balance between recreation and conservation. It's our mission to preserve this living legacy for you, for me, and forever.